Morning, welcome to Backyard Vlog 7. Let's get into it, eh? This is a little off the grid solar system. Today it's getting upgraded from 12 volt to 240 volt. Mate, why don't you just plug it into the wall instead? Where's the fun in that? And besides, most of the expensive stuff is donated, apart from the inverter that I traded for a couple thick juicy steaks. Cheers, Steve-O. First things first, I gotta build a box for the new setup. So it's like the perfect time to raid the pallet stash. Righto. Now the box is all done, we can see if everything fits inside. Oh, you beauty! Have a look at this. No gaps, no wiggle room, nothing. Like a finger in a glove. Box is built, batteries are in. Keeping all the negatives on one side and positives on the other because we're wiring it all up in parallel, not series. I'm just going to cut it off and see if I can make it work. Sweet! I got this U-Butte isolation switch. It's got a key that goes into it, so yeah, sick. Yeah. Whoops. I think I'll put it in a vise and try to do it, eh? Job's done, but the question remains, does it work? Sure works, mate. But if you think you could use a little bit more of a test, like can it run all the lights in here, then now, build breakdown. This is a 30 amp charge controller. It's not reading any output because the inverter's wired directly to the battery. It's a 30 amp fuse. So if there is a problem with the charge controller, my batteries are protected. And this is a 1500 watt DC to AC inverter. Basically means I can run house appliances off a car battery, or 3 car batteries. The inverter is wired up with some nice girthy 2G cable, and of course, isolation switch, 150 amp fuse, so everything's protected. I bought this hole for the earth lead for 2 reasons. 1, I was stingy and didn't want to buy more cable. And 2, you always want your earth to have the shortest route possible. Look, spare fuses because you never know when it's going to blow, alright? So we wired all the positives together and wired all the negatives together to keep it in parallel. This keeps the voltage at 12 and ups the ampage. The inverter's positive is wired up over here and the inverter's negative is wired up over here. If they're on the opposite ends of the battery, they're going to evenly distribute the load over all 3 batteries. Same with the charge controller, except opposite side. Keep a little 12 volt fan here, just running all the time because lead acid batteries need ventilation because things can go bang. Real talk, I never finish any job without at least one mistake. The mistake I made this time was wiring the pond pump backwards, resulting in it just sucking air for ages, and I fried it. But, you know, that'll happen. I've ordered a new pump. It'll be here soon. I guess from this I learned that conceptually electrical work is pretty cool and interesting, but the practical application is just as boring and tedious as every other work. The amount of time that I put into crimping every single one of these wires was just monotonous. So yeah, I'll see you next time, mate. Have a good one. Like and subscribe.